Hello and welcome back to Alchemy Factory. In our last episode, we discovered that we had nearly everything pieced together for the Venus, but we had to hook a couple of things up, specifically these first three potions, the green, yellow, and blue that I'm not going to remember the name of, although I do. Healing, Vitality, and Transformation, as well as the Jupiter Maker that's being made off of the planks from the transformation potion. The one thing that I wish this game had, which I think I've expressed before, is a balancer. Some way to reasonably make a balancer anyway. I mean, I guess I could probably with the lifts and bridging the belts and things like that, but I don't really want to. So otherwise, though, we have pretty much everything kind of ready to go. All of the potions are ready. We just need to get the acid up and running, which we worked on last time, and we should be pretty close to having that ready. Let's see, this was sand and salt here. That goes into, or that gets used in the cauldrons. We also have vitality potion coming out here to go into the cauldrons, and soap powder coming out here to go into the cauldrons. So what we're going to do is use this cauldron build that I have here. For those three items. There'll be a little bit of extra salt. We need to double the height here, but there'll be a little bit of extra salt, and that'll go into making, actually, this will use a little bit of salt. There'll be a lot of extra salt that'll go into making the whatchamacallit down there? Stuff, things. The saline, the brine, the whatever it is, for making the acid. So what I want to do here is probably take a copy of this, and this. This. Something like that. And F. And then we'll build this kind of in the center of our U shape here, our L shape, I guess. It looks like I need some bronze, though. Of course, I'm going to need extra bronze than that, though, because I need more than that. That should be enough. They're 20 apiece, so I technically only need 80. Did I do quests for today? I did, because we're getting near the end of the day. Okay, good. So let's go back up. Well, let me make sure. Yeah, we should be good now. I'll have to do some more lifts and things, but that'll be okay. Let's see. This is coming out. This is the out. This is the out here. Okay, so you go there. You go. Excuse me. There. You go there. Maybe I do like this. This might be best. Something like this. Bring it out this way, and then we'll fire it over there. I think goes into this one. Yeah, it goes into this one to go straight into making the acid. We have a problem with line of sight? No, we are not. Okay, good. Sometimes the pillars block line of sight, so you have to be a little bit careful with that, but I think we're okay. Now, that is those coming down. This is my ejection route here. These come out to here, which is fine. Actually, so that last lift that I left off should actually go in here like this. And then we need more of these. What I think I should do then is disconnect the outputs of these grinders. Yes, because we don't want the sulfur. Getting the sulfur out of the grinder is fine, but we don't want the sulfur coming out and backing up onto the belt yet. So let's do this part here. Like that. And then we just need to build these stacks once again. Let's see. You get that. We're going to need, oopsie. We're going to need this times 2. You will get one of these lifts. No, you won't. You'll get one of these lifts like that. And then we'll do this again. Might need a stair here. Excuse me. My voice is a little jacked up. I'm recording this at a different time of day. So it's not the usual quality recording voice. There and there like that. Let's do this one like this, so that I can see both of these other ones. That'll be best. So you go there and there, I think. And then we do this and that. And then you'll go like this there, Ollie. And then we do another one of those over here. I could have just done with the clone tool, like that. And then on this side, we do the same thing. You get a couple of these. You get a couple of these. You give me this, and we do that and that. Now the only question is, how do I have these routed inward? I need fuel in here. Is that the best place for fuel to come in? Probably not. I have fuel coming in there. I have fuel coming in here. Ooh, maybe I should bring the fuel in on this side then. Yeah, maybe I should. Then I gotta change this out. Well, now's the time, right? You go over there. Let's do one of these, two of these. Also do this like this, and you'll go like this instead. But then these here get taken this way. And this here gets slotted right back into there. And then you get this and that back into here. Like so. Okay. I think I'm going to move the rejection path to go this way instead. Just because, and then I can take... Oh, maybe I should, let me check these belts, make sure they aren't whacked out. They aren't. Okay, good. I'm going to move this slightly then. Although I guess I should have figured out my alignment before I did so. Also, though, I need to make sure that I don't jack up my line of sight here. Should still be fine. I can always route it back a little bit and fire it over there too, if I need to. And then these guys go like this. We bring the fuel from here into there. And then, don't need that anymore. I could technically not have that, but it's fine. Cost is the same. This is the input, though. I should probably do this. Yeah, I should do this differently. Let's bring this up to that level. And then I want to do... Well, since I'm going to do this, I might as well just do that. And then if I bring this, that, and this, T, flip, drop it there. I need to replace all these belts, but, oops, wrong button. That'll be all right. It's just 4 little belts. You, like that. That'll take care of the routing of that one. This one can be tweaked because it's just going to come from here. And then this one over here is that one there. Wait a minute. Oh, this does need to be tweaked too. Okay. Then in that case, let's do the same kind of thing with this one. Take that off. Let's do a lift from here up to there. Let's see. And then we do this and that and this. And T, flip. You go there. And, all these belts again. Stairs back up. That'll do. Okay, so input, input, input. This one here gets routed this way. This one here gets brought down, maybe like this way, and routed this way. I saw that. Delete that, please. And delete this one here too. And then this one here, which is the bottom bit here. I think what I should do with this is split it evenly, or allow it to be split evenly, I should say. But actually the bottom is the sand. It's the top that I need to worry about here. So I will do this and that. They will end up Let's see. Yeah. Let's do some of these kind here. Cannon. Ooh, that's actually kind of a good idea. That'd be like 3/4 with the cannons. Oh yeah, I like that plan. Cannon. 3/4 with the cannons because the cannons have 2 inputs. So when this comes out like this, half of it will go into this hole, and 1/4 of it will go into this hole, which means that this is a full belt of sand. So 3/4 of a belt of sand, salt, will come over here, into one of these two, which is exactly what we need, because we need to have 45 in on each belt. And the same thing will happen on this one, of course, for the same reason. And then, so half, and then 1/4, and then the other 1/4 will come out and go... I got it backwards. Come on, go this way. No, not exactly. Got one more. Go out this way. You will go here, you will go there. This will go this way and into there. And then this one here will come down like this. And that should be kind of perfect because we need to have 30 in here, which is half of this, or 1/4 of this total production. So 1/4 of each of these cannons. You can go too far. All right, well, that's not going to work. And so you're going to be too far too. And the day is ended. And we're selling a lot of stuff. Let's see. So I need to actually route these to an intermediary cannon here. Let's just put those in. Let's see. Let's go like here maybe. Because again, I'm still thinking railings here. Somewhere. Like... That one's going to be... I'm going to make some changes, I think, to that. But somewhere like this. Narrow passage there, but what are you going to do? I never did like this part. Something like that. So these should be okay to go there. Yes, and... Yes. And then we need catchers here. We don't need to do the double belt catch, though, because these are only going to be 45 each anyway. We're just using the cannons for the distance. So you'll go there, and you'll go there. And then the rest of it goes this way. And then I can take out the sand here, which we have in some abundance. Go that way, please. No? This is when the belts get weird. Can I just do maybe... No. This way? And... Should have done this one first. Even you are going to be difficult. Okay. Like that. Back to there. Back to there. And there. And then this is where sand, which is going to be 2 full belts of sand, is going to have to get processed down into refining. For that, I want to do refiners, clearly. Each one of these will only take 40, though. So what I need to do is do like 1 in the middle, and then do 1 on either side, and split it like this. Although it's not going to be great, it'll have to do. Yeah, I don't like it. It needs to go differently. It might need to go like that. That way we get 1/3 from each belt into each hole, because we need to have 20 going into each hole. That'll be fine. And then those 3 will combine together into 2 refiners, making the next level of sand, refined sand, and so on and so forth, which I think I will try to use a modified version of this stack to do this, because once it gets beyond the 2nd level, then it's not a big deal. And you can see we've gotten so much out of here so far. What I should probably do with this stack although it's going to be kind of a nightmare to do properly, is to refine it maybe through the first level, and then well, let's see, we're gonna have 30 coming out of here, so that's why we need 2 of these. That means we'll have 15 coming out of here. Yeah, I think if we refine the second level and then shot that down here to merge into the third level, that would probably be okay. The problem is I don't really have this set up to merge third. Oh, I do, and I didn't bring my last stack of lifts here. Oopsie. Oopsie. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they're right there. Probably just did the whole thing. Side. There. This belt here comes out. That's for the other stuff. So what we need to do is tweak this so that these 3 are effectively that one. These 2 are effectively that one, and then we lift up to the next level. I think what I should do is do these stands here. Let's do it on the center one for no good reason. You'll go there. And there. And then these 2. Hit R instead of T. Go here. You would do that. You would just go straight up into that one. You would just go straight up into this one. We need a little belt here. And then from there, these 2 need to combine. Which is this one, combine. Need to think about this for just a moment more. Now I want to do this one like this, and then this like that. I think. And so then that means that I take out this part here completely, and this one here completely, and this one starting, not that, nope, although that's actually kind of okay, but not yet. Take this here, let's F it so that I keep the piece intact, and then this goes right here. And then this one, let's see, I need some of this here. A couple of these, actually. And I need another one over here. Because I need this lift to be in a different spot. It needs to be... like that. Means I need to replace that with this. And I think that's right now. And so I need this pile here, and this pile here, and F that. And that should go like this. Except... I need to get And then you'll go like that. Merge those into this one. Except that I need to catch and bring in... So I did this a little bit wrong. You tee that out of the way for a second. This, and that need to be changed to be just this and that. Then I can bring you back, pile you up here, and then I can do one of these here, which will have a belt. 60, 30, 15, and then some from the other side. That's actually kind of fine. I probably should have rotated that head to point it directly in, but this will be fine because we can do this and we can do this because we're not going to get 5 of this out of that thing over there. And fire those down here instead of having 2 diamond building stacks on this floor. Fire that partially refined sand down here after 2 steps to go into the 3rd refiner step there. Now the challenge with that, oops, I did the wrong thing again. The challenge with that is that this has been running for an indiscriminate amount of time, and we have something here partially done. I could try to engineer this in such a way that I get some satisfaction out of it. We have actually have a sand here to go into there already. Might be in an okay spot because I could potentially feed these in where they need to go. It's this stuff that I'm more worried about. Yeah, let's break this here, which gives me 1 refined sand going into the 3rd stage. And then the rest of this will get sent from here over and all the way down there. So that's 1 stage 3 refined sand here. And the rest of it I will piece in off camera on my own. So that goes here. And 1, 2, yep, 3. Not that, but number 8 here. This, and you get this one. And I can take that back out again, and I can put this in, and then I will bring that sand down here, I think, off camera. What I should have done before I did all this shenanigans, though, was started this dang thing up. But we can start it up now. So let's do some catapults here. Wait, I need goop, don't I? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. 18 times 2 goop. No wood. Oh, right. 18 times 2 goop. I put my gooper over here. I think that was 36. I think. Alright, that's a full inventory. I'm gonna need some assistance with this, so let's get stairs again. You. 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 And you. And then I can't see that one. There we go. Good at that. Jump targeting. Practiced in games like Satisfactory. Alright, so that was 26, and that was 24, 5, 6. Okay, good. Take this down. And then the other side, I should be okay with just getting it from the ground. 12 more to go into these 6. Perfect. Okay, so I could put fuel in here. I think I can get this with a catapult. Yep. Fertilizer goes in here. Also, we'll need to have, oh good, some coin in here. Almost missed it. Got it. Fertilizer goes there, and then over there I need some catchers for that. Let's do something here. I'm going to do these from this side. Well, in that case, I could probably just do this. Whoa. Why did you do that? And then you go here. And you go there. 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 And then coin down here. That looks good. Looks good. Okay, this will take a little bit to spin up. And then once that does, all these things will flow this way. I did not finish this output belt. Let me get another stair here. I forgot about the output side. We need these, of course. We need these, of course. Really target those. And then we need to have that. The lift down from there. And then we do this here and here. There. And one of these. And then one of these goes in there. That. And this actually isn't needed. Good. And then on this one here, need to build some infrastructure here. Like that. And then you will take this down there. And then we do this. We do this. We'll have a belt there. A belt there like this. A belt there like this. Which will catch that one's output. And a belt here. That'll catch that one's output. And bring it down to the floor. I think that's correct. Let's see. We've got you. I forgot about fuel here. Perfect. Let's take out that belt there. Let's put in one of these here and a catcher there. Weird. And then you go here. You get that. That should take care of that. And what's wrong with you now? Oh, you need seeds. What do you need for seeds here? Fruit wine. So you need 4 berry seeds. That'd be good, Wally. This, that, this. Those 4. There we go. right, so that should do that. Yep, it's pumping up the juice now. These guys are already done. No, they're not done. Oh, that's not you. Never mind. Is there going to be a problem here with the salt? Not for a while. They only have one belt coming in, so it's going to take a while to fill that in. These are coming. These are coming. Okay, so now we need to deal with... Oh, that's already been dealt with. Nice. So the last thing to deal with then is getting the sulfur here. And I'm going to wait until, obviously, these have backed up. All 3 items in their slots. We'll come back in a few minutes with that. I'm going to go do whatever the daily quest is today. And then I'm going to go probably bring that sand and stuff all the way down here. Try to get it fed in where it needs to be fed into and things like that. And then we can... then we'll come back and we'll have sulfur inputs completely backed up and ready to go. That one's good. This one's good. This one needs a little bit more yet to be good. But then we'll be ready to take the sulfur and put it into here to make the acid. We'll get the last of these guys made, which I do have the stuff for now. We'll get these guys made and hooked up, and we will finish this episode by making, well, starting to make anyway, a Venus. So, be right back. And welcome back. I have set up all the diamond pieces, or fed all the diamond pieces in where they needed to go. Luckily, none of them needed to go in any of the refiners that were pointed, that were pulling from the center point here, because I wouldn't have been able to fit the stuff in there without monkeying with some lifts. But they all were able to go in either to this top one or to this side, which is kind of weirdly convenient. We're up to already a half of an adamant, and then a half of a polished crystal going into that, so like 3/4 of an adamant, which means we'll be nearly to a diamond once this moves again. The salt is completely loaded in. The soap powder is completely loaded in, both of which because we were able to get a full belt of salt and a full belt of soap powder into this into this stack, whereas with the vitality potions, we're only producing a half a belt, so it's taking a little bit longer. They're up to, no, they're done now. They're just buffering in the belt now, which is fine. I did put a third cannon here so that we can take the sulfur over there. It was too far anyways, and that worked out fine because that way I could just have this intermediary. I didn't have to worry about angles and things. That's ready to go. Once we turn that thing on, which means this will start producing sulfuric acid. Before we let it do that, we need to bring in fuel here. And then we also... Oh, no, we're going to bring in the fuel as the last potion. That's right. So let's do this. You can go out there, right? Yeah, out there. We'll put it like this. One of those there, one of those there. Interesting, those are showing they connect. I don't think they do. They do. We'll put that there, we'll put that there, and we'll put this one... No. Here. So then, let's see, you guys will have... Well, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the potions coming from here. The 5th one will come... I think it'll come down this way. Actually, it'll probably be another cannon here. Just go ahead and stage that out right now. Like that. That could be a little problematic, but I think I can swing it in from this side here someplace. Way over here, maybe? That's fine. Actually, I would like to have it here. Can I pull this off? Oh, that's too tall. I can't pull that off. You go there. Can I pull this off? Stop. Oh, I'll have to do an intermediary anyway. It's too far. Okay. Well, then in that case, you can go from there. Actually, I could take it from... No, I don't want to do that. I'll take it from here. I think I'll just put another cannon in here then, next to this guy, with a catcher, of course, here. And you'll just go like this. And then you'll go like this. And then you'll go into there. That. So then we'll have a lift here. That was right. Like this. And this one will be duplicated, triplicated. We'll need to have this like... I didn't want to do that. This like this, bringing that down this way. This belt will do this thing here. Means we'll get all of those in there. I have not unlocked the recipe yet, let alone set the recipe yet. I will unlock it now, but I will not set it yet. That'll do this. And then from these four, from this end, we'll cannon them all into catchers over here. So we'll need to have one... Well, let's see here. We'll have one on the floor. And then we'll have one of them up on this level. I will just save myself a little bit of angst here by doing this. Let's go to... You're on the floor, so you'll go there. Should have done that differently, but that's okay. This one will be up here to there. And then this one will be up here to there. And then we'll have these lifts, of course, bringing these down like that. This. Ah, they're finished. And like this. There we are. Okay. I can triplicate those. You and you on that point. You and you on that point. And then you and you on that point. This belt will come in this way and go all the way to there. Plus, find the right spot. I should have done this differently. But that's okay. Oh, we gotta get it from this side. You'll go here. And you'll go here. And then we have this belt here. Going like that. And this belt here. Going like this. And this belt here. Going like this. So these guys need to be a little bit tweaked here. Catch this one there. Then catch this one there. Then catch this one here. And that means the bottom one will be caught on the ground. That'll be fine. Okay, so you go here, there, there, and there. You take a belt, you take a belt, you take a belt. So, I'm just going to do cannons, I think, just to make my life simple. We'll cannon this one here, hopefully. Just straight into it. You can be on the top, sure. And then this one here comes together like this. And put a cannon in right here for this one. You can be the next one. And then this one is not that, but this here. We're probably going to need intermediary cannons for this one. That's okay. We'll do that and this. And you'll go into those guys there. Right. So given where they're at, where they need to go, can I do a cannon maybe in this area for these guys? Yes, you and you. And then hopefully these will reach catchers right here. You go there, and you go crap. Can I bring that just a wee bit closer, like this maybe? Let's do that. You and you gone. A couple of healing potions in my pocket now. I can just shove those into this once I turn it on, I think. Let's run the pipes. You should have... You don't have. Oh, because I didn't turn this on yet. Right. We need to turn this on. You go there. Like that. Okay, you're moving. You here, moving. You here, moving. You there, moving. Okay, good. There it goes. All right. So that's sulfuric acid, hopefully. And then we pipe this way. Yeah. And then I will drop it down into that port. And then I'm going to have an output belt here. Probably like that. Which means that I want to have another pipe here coming this way. And going along this belt to there. And then coming into here like this. Oh, you did the thing. There we go. Okay, so that should have some sulfuric acid in it. So I think... Boom, boom, boom. We got all of them in there. I think we're good to go. So let's turn this on. Venus. Yep, it's already going. Excellent. You, Venus. Actually, wait a minute. Give you these. And you, Venus. I could have done greater than less than thing. So that takes care of that. They're all doing their weird little wobbly maneuver here. That like start out as a little triangle and then grows on this one. That is a weird wobbly movement. Won't be a good thumbnail for the movement part, but also not for the targeting part here. Hoping I could get that in a thumbnail. I can stand here and just show that. That'll be a good thumbnail, though. But no, they're doing something. Okay. I probably will catch it later, actually, with a better thumbnail as they've grown. But that's going to make, oh, what is this recipe even? Atrociously. 1,200 seconds, but we have 3 of them, so 400 seconds. 1 Venus every 400 seconds. On average, but it'll be more like 3 every 1,200 because reasons. Let's see, we want to put a catapult here. Like that. And then we put cannon in... I just do it like this. Will that work? Yep. And then we just fire that down to there somewhere. And then down again, and then down again. And I'm going to have to do this a little bit creatively. Let's go ahead and take a copy of this one. Flip it around, put it in there. That'll fire down to there somewhere. I'll just take a copy of this one. Oopsie. This. Into there. And then that should go down into another one of these things. We'll put it right there. So let's go back all the way up to the top. Or not. No, let's start here and work our way up. You go there. Invalid angle. I was afraid of that. Ugh. Okay. Those are... Well, that one's fine. Can I get this from maybe a further angle like this? Yes. You? Yeah. Okay. So then can I get this one from up there the way that I have it? Did I set that? Yeah, that is configured properly. Okay. Went too far. And you target there. Oh yeah, no problem. Then we go up again, and we target again. That's why I didn't want to link them all in until I was sure. That one? I don't remember. Oh man, my bad memory. Yes, it was. Alright. Oh, they built them upside down? Interesting. Okay. Nope, it was this one. This one, Wally. That one. That takes care of that, so they'll come out there and make their things. This is all working. We should be getting close to a diamond here at this point, I hope. And that needs to... I need to find that path, too. So we come down here. And diamonds go into there? No, diamonds go into here. I only have one of them coming in from that stack right there right now, so I need to bring the diamonds all the way down. What I was bringing down was earlier stage, I think it was crude shards or something. Here, yes. This is coming from the malachite and from up there someplace. So I need to bring the diamonds down as well. They can just target straight into the bin. So let's go up one full level here. Well, let's actually see. The diamonds are coming from there. They could hit either side on the way down. So if I can find one of these guys I haven't dealt with yet, maybe you? You there. That means you there. Let me put something here to mark this. There. And then I'll hit it from there. And then I'll hit there to there. That should be fine. Let's see, but that should be fine. Let's put you out here, maybe. Or maybe this one will be fine. I've done that differently. Can you hit... Where's my wood block? I don't see my wood block. I can't see my wood block. Okay, that was dumb. Let's see. There it is. There. And let's do... inside of this one, I'm going to put 2 blocks here. And we'll try to hit that one. From the diamonds. Cannon. Here, can you hit... over here. Obstacles in path. Yeah, the railing is in the path. So it needs to go out that way further. Okay. 1200 seconds is 20 minutes. Okay, that'll work. Let's go with that option then. And you are still waiting on the second polished crystal. But that shouldn't take too much longer now, because we are actually using the salt, so we're getting the sand. Yeah. Let's take those wood blocks down. So that should take care of that just fine. So you bounce to there, you bounce from here to there and into the bin. Eventually we need to make more diamonds. At that point, it might be worthwhile to change the configuration that I have so that the diamonds being made in those 2 places go into a shared box with, or not shared box, but like a priority thingy. Priority merger on the priority side. And then the other side would be diamonds made from crude shards. Because, yeah, all we're getting here is crude shards, I think. No, refined sand. No. Crude shards, okay. We're getting crude shards out of here. We're getting crude shards. Into there from also the malachite. Yeah. And then we're making the diamonds here. So what that should do is those 2 should come together after they make the diamonds. So it would be like here. Make the diamonds, combine them together into a priority merger here, say, and then grind the quartz ore? Are we doing that someplace already? I think we are. We have a quest today, by the way. Oh, and it's urgent. All right, we'll grab that. Actually, I think that's where we need to go anyway. Not the soap specifically, but this here, yes. The quartz ore makes crude shards. So grind the crude shards and priority insert the crude shards, maybe, into something. Although maybe I just stack those and make those into diamonds and priority the diamonds together. Either way, we need to do that eventually to get more diamonds made. Not that pressing, I don't think, but maybe it is. You can have half of that, and then I need like 2 to put back. There we go. 48. Although, I imagine they want a diamond every so often, so maybe I should do that sooner, but I don't think so. So, where are we at with making these? You come up here and you hit a wall, basically. Oh no, those are multifaceted. Okay. The other ones are triangular pyramids. So they have their D4 dice. They have 4 triangular sides. These ones are, I don't know, dodecahedrons or something, maybe? I don't know. How is the fuel, the blast potion, doing? We're basically peeling an entire belt off here, or no, half a belt off here, minus whatever was taken the whole way along. The reason I did that was exactly for that reason, that the entire level here, the entire floor here, is being fed by all 5 of these, making 50 total. They will take what they need to make what they need to make, and then we will take up to the 30 we need here. Maybe I shouldn't let the belt continue here then, because maybe we're not getting 30. Oh yeah, we are, because it's going to split. Well, no, I think I should cut the belt here. Can I get out to the side here without breaking my ankles on the outside? Yes-ish. Oh, I could just do a floor here. Right. Dummy. Just do that while I... break this belt right here. So it won't go into this merger anymore. It'll just start backing up here, which it already is. So that means I'm doing something right. I was doing something right before. It's because it's backing up here. But then this belt is actually not a loop, whereas the other ones are. It ends here, and these guys, these 5, fill in as best they can. So this one's obviously only making 10, and it's feeding itself. So it's really not even making 10. It's making like 7 or 8, I think, net. And this one same, and this one same, and then hopefully we're making enough to sustain this over time. If we're not, well, then we're probably gonna have to wedge another one in here, which isn't great, but it is what it is. And then we also need to keep an eye on this fertile catalyst, which is, at the moment at least, actually it's dwindling a little because these were backed up to 20 and they're not anymore. So we are using a bit of that. Now, I don't know if it's just that the startup cost. No, it shouldn't be startup cost. Everything was started up except for the sulfur. But we'll have to see if this maintains or not. That's why I have the big box here, so I can see if this is maintaining long before I need to have it maintain. And then this could also be cloned and dropped into here to make another copy of that if we needed it. And then that could go into there, because this is only making 3 times 7.5, or 2 times 7.5, 15. So we could easily double that, make it 30 if we needed to for this floor. But this is an entire floor. However many physical properties this was, I don't recall. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 at least rows of properties. Let's drop down. Because it was this one that was up here all by itself. And then down here, there was these ones here. And then the road. And then, yeah, so 4 rows of physical properties. I think there were at least 3 properties on each row. So that's 12 properties there. If and when I expand again, I'll expand this way because these properties are the cheapest. And I should have expanded that way already. The cheapest they had left, I guess. But we should have expanded that way already, but didn't because reasons. We do have a bit more interior space here too, because of those additional 3 properties. We could expand this, and at that point we move these bus belts out to the edge, of course. But we have space there. We have actually some space here too. So this floor is not bad. Maybe we could move some of the stuff that's being made here up to this floor then. And then I think we have a little bit of space, yeah, back here in this corner too, which was originally going to be another fertilizer, I think, and it wasn't actually needed. We actually have a lot of space on this floor still, so we don't need to build up again necessarily. Ooh, wow, those are not even, I mean, they are, no, they're not, they, I guess, are diamonds, right? They're 8-sided diamonds? Is that what I'm seeing here? Probably. With a sphere on the inside? 8-sided? 1, 2, 3. No, 6-sided diamonds. With a sphere on the inside. Interesting. Interesting. Why is that one suffering the most? You're getting a lot. You're actually getting the most. Is that because you're at the head of these? So you're suffering right now. Something. Are you guys producing fully? No. Why are you not producing my mushrooms? Is the imbalance of the way that these are being used? Because we have a backup on some of the belts. And, oh, no, because somebody's an idiot and didn't connect the belts up properly. All right, so now they will be used evenly. Yep. And we weren't making, these 2 were going into making the pulleys. So we're only making half the pulleys we needed. Okay, so that should now be better, which means we'll get more mushrooms out, means we'll get more gloom spores out. But it may take them a little bit of time to do that, but we'll get that going, and this will be producing a little bit better. How about you 2 over here? Still backed up on the belt, which is good because that means that we are using at the rate we're producing or less because of the blue potions being bugged. But we'll get some of these out pretty quickly here. And then, of course, the blast potion and the sulfur stuff should be producing just fine. Sulfur's coming out nicely. Let's check these out at the top. Full. Yeah, they're full. Which means that we are producing enough to supplement what's being used, which is all we need. All right, so as soon as these are done, I think I will pause and I'll bring you back as these are done, because we do have 1 or 2 more things to do before we call this an episode, which is already long enough. So I'll be right back. And welcome back. The first Venus and the achievement for Power of Venus, or called Power of Venus, for producing a Venus, is complete. This next 2 will be done shortly, and that's getting passed down, hopefully, and will land here around the time that I do. Hopefully. Did I mess up a pass? I apparently messed up a pass someplace. Okay, let's trace it. So I saw it get thrown over there. And then you get thrown over there. And you get thrown down there. It's in the chute here. Why is it in there? Why is it stuck there? Weird. Do I need to set this recipe before it'll drop there? Oh, they're not sold on this. Oh, no wonder. Do I have a new stand for these then, or another place to sell these? Goods type relic. store stuff. Relic shelf. Are these not sellable yet? Just to build it as a decoration. Curious. Well, I guess let's do this. Let's unlock this level. I have the last potion ready. New materials, world tree seeds and Genetian seeds. Achievement, of course, for reaching level 8. Okay, well, now I'm bothered by this. Goods. Tell me where it's sold at? Interesting. Okay, back in this menu then. World Tree Nursery, Advanced Alembic, Advanced Athenor. We have another, that's an amulet, not a thing. Mercury. Try not to look at what these things are, just looking at that they are. I don't see another place to sell these. So, I guess I will take some input as to where these things are sold. In the meantime, though, I will put up a box here to catch these in, at least some of these in. They'll back up on the belts too, of course. But, green box, please, and I'll drop that one in there. They'll back up on the belts and in the cannon, but I don't know how to sell them. And I highly doubt they go into this. I highly doubt they go into this. And I highly doubt they go into this. And I am correct in all of those instances. So I'm not sure where else I'm supposed to sell them, besides the relic stands. So if you have any input, thoughts, suggestions, any of that kind of thing, by all means let me know. We have a new quest to make Panacea Potion, which is a fertility and a fuel. Oh, it's a fertilizer and a fuel. Interesting. I guess that's a good thing. And we will work toward that because I'm assuming that's the end of the thing here. One of the ends of the things here. We'll work toward that in the future. We'll start on level 8 here and figure out what we can make, what we want to make to sell, and all of those things in the next beginning of the next episode. But otherwise, we will leave this here for now, and we'll come back with the next one. Hopefully, knowing how to sell Venus and making some progress in level 8. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all then. Bye for now.